So my experience with bullying, uh, it wasn't a great one. Obviously, I was in elementary. I think it was like since I started first grade to all the way to sixth grade. There was this kid named Alexis and Hector. They used to call me bad things every day in school. They used to hit me, spit on me sometimes. Alexis is probably the main one. I honestly forgot. I remember one time we were in the locker area and I was putting away my sweater or backpack, and then Alexis came up to me and he balled up his fist and he hit me in the stomach so hard it hurt. It felt pretty deep, but it went away. I told my mom, and I felt like she didn't care because she didn't do anything about it. And I mean, yeah, like whenever I told my mom about anything that those two did to me, she wouldn't really do much. I felt like I was hopeless, like I wasn't safe anywhere, especially not at home because my home was hell. You know, daddy beat mommy, mommy screamed at daddy. Not even the neighbors, same situation. Mm. So I don't really feel safe at all anywhere, no matter where I went. And I tried to tell the teachers, but they didn't really do anything. They said that they tried to talk to them, but never really worked. I wasn't afraid of being a snitch. I didn't care what they thought about me. I just wanted it to be over with. Until like I think my mom told me that one day I was just not in the right place, and she said I hit Alexis. She said I hit Alexis so hard that they wanted me to get evaluated just in case there was something wrong with me, like mentally. Even though I was the one being bullied, like I was the victim, they wanted to me to get fixed. Even though I was the victim going through everything, like just bullying throughout all those 6 years. It felt like hell. I remember I was like 9 or 8, and I was already begging God to like just get me out the game. I don't want to play anymore. I wanted to like rage quit the game myself at a young age. I cried every night. I tried to ask God for a miracle, and I didn't once lose faith, but for an actual change to happen, it took like 7 years. By that time, it was already a bit too late. I was already a bit screw. I was a bit some of my screws were a bit loose already. They still are. I do stupid things. Um, I have depression, beating me up, bullying me, and yeah, I've been diagnosed with a whole lot of stuff after that. Like recently, I had a reevaluation. Of, I got PTSD, conduct disorder, disruptive mood disorder. I think it was. I don't know if I said depression already. Did I say it? Yeah. Uh, yeah. Like when I try to talk about when I was bullied, it's just like I forget. I don't know what to say. I don't remember things. But I remember that it really screwed me up like really badly, and I really wanted to. I didn't know what to play anymore. I didn't wanna live. But that's what bullying was to me. And then I came to Maryland. I finished fifth and sixth grade and fourth, I think, here. And the bullying was a bit lighter though. It wasn't like calling me names, stuff. I could handle it. It was pretty light stuff, like um just comments about my how I looked, why I looked so big, how I was like so big. Oh, they called me, why are you like that? Why do you look like that? Why are you built like that? But it didn't really hurt at all. I just ignored it. They used to say, why do you look like that? And I was like, it's how God made me. And they're like, God just be making people. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. They didn't say that, but they did say like, why did I look like that? And I stood quiet because I didn't know what to say. Um, English wasn't my first language; it was Spanish. But I just didn't really know how to answer to that. So my whole life I've been believing I'm ugly. I still do. I'm really insecure about myself. I struggle staying still in front of a camera, in front of people's eyes. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Every time I look around, I feel like somebody's judging me. Like, oh, this person probably thinks I'm chopped, I'm ugly. Look at the camera right now and I can see oh, my nose is big. It's obvious, I can see it. But at the same time, I just feel like I don't care anymore. Like I'm over it. I really don't care. But I still feel ugly. Like the things people say, right? Things people could say, I just really don't. I don't care. But I still feel really ugly. I don't push myself down as much. I don't talk down on myself. I just, believe that I'm ugly. Yeah. Mm. Um, I feel like if you're also being bullied, you should really reach out because it could affect you in the future, and it's just not something that you want to go through. Not, I mean, you could power through it, but sometimes you also need help, because there's some fights that you just can't fight on your own, where you actually need help. I remember that I just really wished that somebody would come and save me, but nobody really did. I had to go through it on my own, and yeah, and I couldn't even trust my friends either. They weren't even friends. They said, "You do this for me, otherwise I won't be your friend," and I fell for it because I thought I needed friends, and I thought those were how friends really were, and so I realized that it wasn't supposed to be like that. Now that I'm older, like where I am now, I feel like friends are a load of crap. Like I don't need friends. But I'm still friends with some of the friends I have from elementary. They're cool and I like them. We have a lot of fun. They really keep me distracted. There's just cool guys. Awesome. Yeah. But just being bullied it's not great. I really hated it. And it's something that really affected me. I can't even approach people. I can't speak right. When I do, I stutter badly, like badly, badly. I can't even look at the camera without feeling ashamed. I feel weird. I feel uncomfortable. Um, I just can't approach anybody, and I don't really find myself, finding love at all, cause this person thinks I'm too ugly to even be looked at. Like, I'm not pleasant to the eye, so I'm not really like hoping to find someone in the future. I mean, I've had a couple of relationships, but they didn't really last long because of my obvious fault. I didn't really consider their feelings. I only considered my own feelings, and I did stuff that shouldn't really be done. Um, I was in a talking stage with this girl. She's the sweetest girl you'd probably ever meet. She was really cute too. But and then I met this other girl who I was talking to as a friend, but she was also really cool. I feel like I was only into her because of how the way she looked, and probably because I'd get like a social boost. It's crap. It's crap. I tried being with the first one, but I'm not even sure what happened. I just couldn't like form a connection. I got too nervous around her. I felt like she was just too, beautiful for me because I'm a loser. I'm not deserving of being with her. So instead, I went with the second girl, which wasn't a good idea either. Turns out we were somewhat on the same boat, but she had a more rough time. She was super sweet. She was pretty, but I felt like I couldn't feel, that connection. Like I couldn't feel love at all. I'd find myself sitting on her lap. No, my head laying on her lap, and I was asking myself, is this really what I want? Is this who I want to love? And then I couldn't feel a thing. I couldn't feel love or anything. I just felt empty. I mean, like I know that love isn't like supposed to be this big thing that's gonna make you immediately happy and experience all these emotions. But it just felt I didn't really feel like it. I didn't feel it, so I decided to just push her away in any way that I could. Either being a gross creep weirdo, um, and just saying stuff that could push her away, like, oh, I think we're both too mature, even though it was kind of right. We were both pretty immature, but it was mostly me. So I broke up with her, and when I go to school now, her friends look at me, and I feel like they hate me. I mean, I understand it, but it just feels a bit awkward. Mm, I mean, I deserve it, but it still feels pretty harsh. I mean, I ignore it. That's it. But besides that, I really don't feel like there's someone out there for for me at all. It's just how do you explain this? Like nobody would really understand anything that I think. I can't put what I feel into words. I'm just stupid and I can't communicate. So I don't really feel like a relationship would work out. And plus, the way I look is just not. Mm-mm. Nah. I hate it. I hate the way that, my eyes look stupid. They look like I'm high or, off something. My nose is big. I got smile lines. I'm a total loser. My hair's messed up too. I don't bother to fix my hair anymore because I'm lazy. I don't even take care of myself at all. I stay in bed like until 2, 4 p.m. I go to sleep until 9 a.m. in the morning. I only get like 6 to 5 hours of sleep. So I don't find myself with anyone. But yeah, just bullying has really affected me a lot now that I think about it. Not only has it changed my understanding of like, no, it hasn't changed my understanding. It's like it just affected me so much that I can't. I'm ugly. I'm ugly. I'm stupid. I'm fat. Yeah. I just really hate bullying. And whenever I look at someone being bullied, it just it reminds me a bit of myself. And sometimes I feel a bit bad, like I should intervene. And I mean, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, because I don't care. That's what I don't understand. If I've been through something, I should have like at least cared for the other person. But I mean, sometimes I do and I intervene, sometimes I don't. Yeah. But like I said earlier, Um, if you're like being bullied or anything, you should really stand up, Even if they're threatening you, they can't really do anything. It's just lies. So you should just really tell someone, even if you don't trust anyone. And hell, if you can't tell anybody about it, go fight them yourself. Mm. Well, I'm not one to speak, but yeah, we should just seek out for help. I know it's easy to say, but it's something that people should like really try. Just like know you're not alone. And heck, even if you're going through something, I'm right here. You can try talking to me, even though like I suck at sharing the same emotions or understanding of as others, but I could still try. Yeah, just stand up to bullying.